Hello and welcome to the Week in Review, the show that brings you up to date with the week that was. Here are the top stories. Supreme Court rules against Novartis in Glyvec patent case. Ambani brothers sign a 1,200 crore telecom infrastructure deal. And CERC offers compensation package to Adani Power. The biggest news of the week was from the pharma sector. In a landmark judgment on Monday, the Supreme Court rejected a patent plea by Novartis for its cancer drug Glyvec. In its ruling, the Apex Court rejected the company's plea under Section 2(1) and Section 3(d). It said that the company's application for patent on the beta crystalline salt does not meet any standard of novelty or inventiveness. IPR experts have dubbed it a landmark judgment since it prevents companies from asking for patents on minor changes to known molecules. Glyvec is used to treat chronic myeloid leukemia. It is priced at 1.2 lakh rupees, while the generic version of the drug costs approximately 8,000 rupees. Novartis said it will keep filing for patents in India and will invest in R&D with caution. There was also big news on the Ambanis. The Ambani brothers have signed an infrastructural deal in the telecom space to boost their business interests. Mukesh Ambani's Reliance Jio Infocom and Anil Ambani's Reliance Communications signed a 1,200 crore deal whereby RIL will share Arcom's optic fibre network for its entry into broadband services. This deal marks the first major collaboration between the two brothers after the non-compete pact between them was scrapped in 2010. Reliance Jio will utilise the multiple fibre pairs across Arcom's 120,000-kilometre intercity optic network to provide broadband wireless services. In related news, RIL has also parked 800 crore rupees in Reliance MF, the Anil Ambani Group's mutual funds company. RIL has made these investments mostly in fixed maturity plans and other debt schemes of the Reliance Mutual Fund. Moving on to the power sector, India's power sector regulator has offered a compensation package to Adani Power for its project at Mundra in Gujarat. Adani Power had moved the Central Electricity Regulatory Commission to consider a tariff hike as customers in Haryana and Gujarat refused to pay higher rates for electricity produced from the Mundra plant. CERC in its order called for a compensatory tariff to be offered to Adani until the fuel situation stabilises. The Haryana government has said it will contest the CERC ruling. The decision may have an impact on the other contracts awarded through competitive bidding. Next up is news from the commodities sector. The government has eased some of the curbs on the sugar sector. The Cabinet on Thursday approved the dismantling of rules requiring sugar mills to sell their produce at below market prices through PDS. It also abolished curbs on the open market sale. The changes in the policy came after a committee report which was headed by C. Rangarajan. Dismantling the PDS requirement will increase the subsidy burden for the government to 18 rupees 50 paise per kilogram. The new policy change has done away with restrictions on the time or quantity of sugar released for open market sale. Liquor firm Diageo will launch its open offer to buy a 26% stake in United Spirits in April. It will buy United Spirits stock at 1,440 per share. The acquisition is crucial to Vijay Mallya, who is expected to use the funds from Diageo towards restarting his grounded Kingfisher Airlines. Lenders have been giving him a tough time selling pledged shares of the UB Group. Lenders have already sold around 7.3 lakh shares of the 26 lakh pledged with them. Vijay Mallya had gone to court to seek a 3-week stay on the bank selling pledged shares of the UB Group, but the plea was rejected by the Bombay High Court. The total exposure for the bank stands at 6,360 crore rupees, with an outstanding interest of 7,000 crore rupees. Next up is some news in brief. India's manufacturing output slumped 2.5% in February, government data showed. Infrastructure output for 8 sectors grew at an annual 2.6% in the February to April period, compared with 5.2% a year earlier. It is a clear sign that India has yet to escape from the worst slowdown in a decade. The infrastructure sector accounts for 37% of India's industrial output. The Delhi High Court has vacated the stay order on the Department of Telecommunications notice to Bharti Airtel. DOT had asked Bharti Airtel to pay a 350 crore rupees fine and stop its 3G services in the circles where it did not win spectrum during the 2010 auction. The court also let the telco continue its 3G roaming until the next hearing, scheduled for the 8th of May. Bharti was offering 3G services through roaming pacts with Vodafone India and Idea Cellular. Moving on to defence, the government is considering increasing FDI limit to 49% in the sector. Commerce Minister Anand Sharma has said he is in favour of increasing FDI in the sector to 49%, if not 74%. The issue has been one of contention for the Defence Ministry, which doesn't want the limit to be increased from the current 26%. Sharma also added that the government is looking to increase the FDI cap in insurance and banking sectors. And that's all we have for you. Thanks for watching.